I am doing tons of prepping for quite a few custom orders that I have. I have a dresser that I'm working on for Lisa that I just posted today. And Lisa, another gal, posted that I need to do a tutorial on the dresser because she said that she actually has that same exact piece and she'd like to be redoing it. So hopefully she'll be watching. I'm trying to get with my customers on what, because I'll have to be shipping several pieces. So I tried to work those out based on my shipper's routes and kind of like how my customers are, when they're going to need it. I have several people that they're either moving, not like just next door, like across the states, across the United States, cross country move. And then I have some that are new build homes. So we're waiting on their homes to actually be built. Like a few of these, one of them, like we've actually, that's drywall. Like, I don't know if one of them is actually built or they're like doing a new addition. But anyway, lots of construction going on, lots of logistics as far as when and where all these are going to take place in the midst of, the holidays. Can you see my pulse kind of, hey girl, my anxiety is like up here. So we've definitely discovered that this is my busy season, and that's okay. I'll accept it. I don't know if my family or my husband will, but that's okay. I love my summers anyway, so that's pretty awesome that if I am slow, I'm slow during the summer. But anyway, so I have my clipboard. I need to get my dry erase board up so I can stay on top of everyone's plans and when we're supposed to be getting everything out. This one right here is I purchased this from Design and Consign several months ago. And I actually bought it from one of our other vendors that's in the shop with us. It's not painted. I just loved it. It's big. I'm not really sure how old it is. It's actually stamped in the back. So my husband said that means it's old. Sometimes I don't do as much researching on the actual piece itself. But this one is a little different than some of the other Jacobin styles that I've done. So I'd imagine it is pretty old. But this one's going to go to Santa Fe, New Mexico. And actually later on today I have to go pick up an armoire, like a rustic pine armoire out in Williamsburg, and it's going to be tagged on with this same order. She's the same customer that purchased my blue French provincial dresser that has I did my I did a live on that one a few times of the stencil that I used, and the whole dresser is like in Klein blue and gold. So anyway, I'm outside today. It's really nice. I've been sanding tops and stripping tops. So Lisa, the lady that wanted to see me work on the other dresser, which I have, it's right here inside, you can see it. I'm kind of at a standstill with that one, so I'm going to work on this one because we're going to try to get these out after right after Thanksgiving. So I've got to get on the ball with that. So, but in the meantime, I'm going to push this up here, so if y'all have any questions, feel free. But basically, if Lisa is out there watching, I'm going to do the same thing to this top that I did on the dresser that you have at home. And I will get back on here with that one for you so you can see me finish that one up, since you have the same one. That's neat. So I'm sitting on the tailgate of my truck and I'm hooked up on my box back here with my live. But so the other one that I have back here is a Duncan Fife little buffet, and I just went ahead and stripped that top because I'll work on that later. That one's going to go in the shop. That's not for anybody. So it's just something that I'm kind of been working on. I've got sawdust all over me today. So I normally don't. What do we got here? There we go. I normally don't push these wheels on anything but like a solid surface, but these are pretty good wheels, so it's a pretty solid piece of furniture. You can see how big it is. Like, I'm pretty tall, and so. Let me tilt this up and get it up a little bit higher. Oh heck. I got new ground here. Hell. That ain't gonna work. My husband seems to think that I need to get the new GoPro. It's like, well, are you gonna film it and all that good stuff too? You know? Does that come with that? I mean, on the other one, I put stripper on it first and stripped it. I even left stripper on it overnight. This one, I honestly don't know what it's gonna do. What do y'all, does anybody want to see me do sanding or using the stripper, because I can do either or. Any thoughts? Any thoughts? Anybody? Anybody? You? I'm just talking to myself out here. Nope. Alright, well, I'm gonna get the sander out and we'll go from there. Being that we're outside. Oh, somebody has said something. Lord knows I can't read that far away. I know I don't like to sand, but I'm outside today, so I might as well. Sanding? Anybody? We got a sanding. We got a sander. All right. Somebody wants to see something about sanding. Okay. We'll see how it does. I may switch to doing the stripper on it. Let's see. Hey there.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you today? Yeah? My neighbors. I'm just trying to see how it's coming up. This is why I don't like sanding. Freaking goes everywhere. Then you have to clean everything else around it if it goes everywhere that you've already cleaned. This one is, I don't know. It's not coming up like I would like it to. But, I'm gonna get another one. That's on here is like uber old, so it actually is like cracking, which is why it's most likely so dusty and just like it's flaking off, but it's you know, like an old varnish or sealer, so it's been on there for a long time. But, so it's real dry. This one is. So, I think I'm gonna use the stripper now. I think that since I've already kind of like broken the seal, like it'll be a lot easier to do the stripper. So that's what I'm gonna do. And it's come up in a few spots, but for the most part it's kind of being a stickler. I'm just gonna get as much of the dust off. Do a quick wipe down. I'm just using simple green on this to wipe it down. It'll dry it out also. Donna knows where we live. Alright, so let me get my stripper out. So this is what I'm going to use. Orange stripper. Or I always call it orange stripper for obvious reasons. Citri Strip. This one's in a bucket. It's like full of paste. This is the paste. You can get it like in a jar or like a jug. I think you can get it in a spray. I've never used a spray before, but this is a little bit thicker than probably the spray and the jug. They call this one a paste. So you can actually leave this one on for quite a while. I think it says like up to 24 hours. So like if it's not working right within like a few minutes or 30 minutes, then you can leave it on there a long time. But I even stripped these edges. Some people paint them, but I like to do the whole thing. It's like so anyway, this is part of it. So this piece is going to Santa Fe, New Mexico. I have yet to ship there, so I'm excited. My customer is excited about it too because she just found me on Etsy, and so she was excited because I like color and she likes lots of color, and she originally wanted she wants something similar to a piece that I did with Dixie Belle colors. So I'll which are like it's like a lot of orange hues, turquoise, turquoise green, turquoise blue, gold. She said she really likes Moroccan style. So this will kind of vibe with that in her decor. And then she's also wanting the armoire that I'm going to get. And that one, she's like totally letting me like do my thing on, and she's like, I was like, I just wanted to confirm like what colors she wanted. Was it yesterday? And she said orange, purple, turquoise, whatever, yellow, whatever. She said, I love your work. She said, you just do whatever you want. So that's pretty cool when I get those kind of projects. To move pretty fast here. I'm outside, so the air may get to it a little more than it would if I was inside closed doors. I normally do this inside, but it's not extremely cold to dry this out, because you want your paste to stay sticky or activated. as long as possible till it starts dissolving into that stain or that old finish and working. So if this dries up too fast, then you just wasted your product and you gotta do it over again. A lot of people put saran wrap or cling wrap like all across. You can do that. That's why this paste works pretty good. I'd say it could even be thicker if I were putting in any requests to Citri Strip, which I'm not, but I am. So it's just nice to not have to be inside when doing it, especially when you don't have a huge space to work in, like myself. Got multiple projects going, and you have to shift them all around. So these edges are always the hardest part to pull up. They get they're I don't know why. I mean, maybe because the I don't know, maybe the stain's like more embedded there since it's like on the edge. So I mean, I go with that. That's probably why. So I've got to let that sit for a little while. In the meantime, what I normally do is pull the hardware off and either start working on something else, or I don't, there's no reason for me to like totally do the deep clean right now to the whole thing, because I'm going to have to sand some parts out, most likely. So there's no point in me doing that right now. So that's how I get multiple projects going, is because I got to wait for others to finish or get ready, or, you know, can't just sit still. So, but I can see if any of that's activated yet, just to show y'all. I just use a little plastic scraper. So I started on this end. So yeah, it's doing what I want it to do right now. It's a little more sticky than probably needs to be. Each piece is different. I am not gonna lie. If anybody says that it's the same every single time on totally different things, they're a liar. you can see all this. You can see all this goopy brown stuff. That's all your old stain and finish coming up from the top. So that's what we want. I think it's less mess than sanding, but as you can see, we did both here. So that works too. But I mean, with stripping, there's less chance that you're gonna mess up this top also. The finish on here wasn't really thick, so I'm not going to need to do anything like, I'm not going to need to do this like a million times. And that's just because, you know, it's been old, it hadn't been refinished ever, or like kind of taken care of, shall we say. So once I get done doing this, I'll go over it with I'll spray it with Simple Green to get all this excess stripper agent off, and then let it dry really good, like overnight. It's a whole thing. It's a whole process. But I like the way the piece turns out when it has the top stripped and restained or just revived a little bit. So I go through this process pretty often. Because I can't bring myself to paint over it. But I also think it just looks really pretty once I have my paint on. It just brings a natural look to my pieces. If you ever see something that I have painted over, that is most likely because a customer has asked me to. It's probably a custom order. And that's okay, because that's what they want. And I want to, you know, give them what they want. In terms of what they have in their home, they know what they want. And that's just the service that I offer when it comes to doing custom orders. If you're doing custom orders, like in your business, like I wouldn't say you had to do everything or offer all finishes, you know. I know people that don't. You know, they're just like, that's just not something I do. I'm not gonna go. I mean, if we're talking about like a basic paint job, you know. I don't like to like copy people's work, so we try not to do that out of respect for their stuff, because they've worked hard on it, and you know, you just want to kind of bring something different. A lot of times if I'm shown somebody else's work, and if my, you know, if the customer's dead set on wanting, you know, something very specific, you know, as to what someone else may have done, I will, you know, I'll suggest that they ask that furniture artist to recreate that piece or that look for them. You know, I'll try to do something in that in that aspect that they want to see it, but at the end of the day, it's not something that I want to do. Okay, I'm back. Anyway, I'll let you guys go, because I'm sure it's pretty painful at this point. I'm just gonna keep pulling back this stripper, and I'll show you guys what it looks like afterwards, and then we'll get to painting and doing the fun stuff. All right, see you later.